Have a good time. Let's do it.
Yeah!
Here we are at Garcia Moto in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina to test ride some motorcycles. And today, I test ride the Monster 797.
Start this baby up.
Who you riding with?
D-E-M-I-C. Who you riding with? D-E-M-I-C. Who you riding with? D-E-M-I-C.
Who you riding with?
D-E-M-I-C.
Okay, that's a little different. So you pull the lever back to actually crank it up. So you just pull that back. It's a little different because usually most bikes are you push a little button and it turns it on. Of course you got to have the clutch still pulled in, but it's got a little grunt. I'm like really cupped into this bike. I mean, I definitely, it's not much of an aggressive. I mean, I can reach it without really leaning forward. My posture is really almost sits upright with the Monster. The tank is a little bit bigger than I expected, but I mean, as you can see, my leg comes up underneath the little ridge here, so it's not even that bad. Pretty comfortable. Again, I'm 5'9", so okay. First impressions, I really like this bike. One, I'm in upright position. The pegs or the rear sets are low enough where I really barely have to pick my feet up off the ground. Tell you the truth, it's nothing like it's nothing like my R6. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like a lot of the power is down low. It's not really like up top. I mean, it's not overly aggressive with the power. It doesn't deliver it real hard at the top end. I was in 6th gear and it was trying to give it some gas, and it was like meh. As far as flickability, the Monster is very flickable. I thought that I was going to be getting bombarded with a lot of wind. It's not too bad. I mean, again, granted, I got a full-face helmet on, but definitely I was thinking, you know, put a windshield on this, of course. I'm sure you can find one for it, but if you're just riding in the city, you probably really won't even need one. I can tell you right now, if you're not careful with this bike, you can easily do a wheelie in first. The Monster is definitely something I can. If you like the wheelie, get the Monster. It's gonna do it almost by itself. It wants the wheelie. It needs the wheelie. The other thing about this bike is shifting gears is very tactile. Like they're like tick 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 tick. I would say this bike is for the wheeliers. Those who like the wheelie. I mean, it feels like it wants to lean over. It's like, yeah, lean me over. I can do that. I'm ready. This is a Hooligan bike. I would put it in the I would put this in the Hooligan department. It's definitely a Hooligan bike. Yeah, she wants to lean. She does not mind leaning. The Monster is your typical Hooligan bike. I mean, if you're not somebody who likes to get on the highway and tour, I mean, it's whoa. Wow, did y'all see that? The guy's hubcaps came off at me. Oh man, I thought I was gone, but I held it in. Wow, this goes out to all of you non-trained riders like myself. If you respect the bike, you can get out of little uglinesses like that. So I know that wasn't a word, I just made that up. Ugliness is, so you know, that was a pretty ugly situation, because any of these bikes could have reacted a certain way, or I could have reacted a certain way and hit another rider. So thank God that didn't go real terribly, but wow. I don't see anything that indicates any modes on it. So I don't think it has any modes. I think it's just, you know, it comes all in one mode. Overall, I think this bike, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, is for the hooligan. If you're a hooligan or you like to, you know, get a little thrill every now and then, this is that bike. You know, it will lean for you. It will give you that wheelie. I did a wheelie without even trying it when we first started the ride. But who is not for? This bike is not really for a tourist. This is the bike you put on the trailer and you take it to wherever you're gonna go, and you ride when you get there. It's not really, I mean, I wouldn't see myself taking trips on this bike. It's not, I don't even think that's what it's really marketed for. It's more like a canyon carver, you know. It's gonna, you know, if you want to go and take a little curvy roads like the one we're on now, you know, let it lean a little bit. This is what it is. That's where it's at. It's in its home right now, you know. Overall, what I think of it, it's a great bike. I mean, I wouldn't have it as my daily driver. I mean, mainly because my R6, of course, is not, you know, really made for tourism. But I've taken trips with it. I can do long distances with it. So I know a lot of people have problems with sport bikes and long distances, but I feel like if I'm on the highway and I need to, you know, get around some cars, or I need to speed real fast, it's gonna deliver what I needed to deliver. I just don't think that this is what this is for. It's very good for those first 3 gears, but like if you're someone who wants to take trips, I just think that this isn't the bike for you. This is gonna be your all-around bike. This is one of your bikes where you know, you got some friends and y'all like to do some hooligan stuff. But anyway, that's my impressions of the Ducati Monster 797 2017 edition. It's a nice bike, man. If you can get to a Ducati dealership near you, or if you're in the Raleigh, Durham area of North Carolina, come out to Garcia Moto and you know, test ride a Monster. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's a pretty nifty little bike. I think it fits a certain niche of rider, and I mean, as all bikes do, every bike is different, and this one is really for, I think it's mainly for the hooligan, the guy who likes to wheelie and stunt. I don't think this is one where you're gonna go on trips. I mean, you theoretically can, I mean, any bike will, but I just don't think that this is what this is for. But anyway, that's my take, that's my impression, and like always, you've been riding with your boy Demic. Ride your ride. Peace. Yeah.